My name's Lucy, Lucy Shepherd. I'm an adventurer. I'm currently living in London, but often, or most of the time, like out in the extremes of the world. I was meant to be talking at Mr. Fogg's tonight, but of course that's not happening. So until I am doing another thing, we'll reschedule it for another time when this is all over. I'm instead doing some question and answers on here. So take a listen, sit back while you're staying at home, while we're all staying at home, and I hope you enjoy. So let's get started. So my most recent expedition was to the jungle, actually. It was to the jungles of Guyana, which is actually a section of the Amazon rainforest up there. And I was crossing a mountain range called the Kanuku Mountains from south to north. It wasn't just me, it was me and 5 indigenous tribal men from the local area. It was only meant to be 2 of them, but as soon as I got there, things kind of escalated, and it turned out that I ended up taking 5. But it was an amazing trip for someone, me, who likes the cold. I love the Arctic, I love the high mountains. The jungle had always tested me. However, after this, the jungles won my heart. No, it was incredible. We faced jaguars, we faced so many snakes. It was such unknown and unforgiving territory. But we did it, and man, the sense of pride and relief that we all had when we finished that was just insane. And now I'm planning to go back once all of this is over with. The most adventurous trip I've ever had. Well, this jungle expedition has to be up there, has to be top, because it was very much we were exploring the area. However, I've done some pretty great stuff in Patagonia. There was a sort of a hidden lake out there that was full of glacial ice and icebergs, and it took a really long time to get out there. It was completely in the middle of nowhere, but myself and 2 others, we found a way, and we spent our time next to this lake, swimming out to icebergs and these places that had, never been seen before. And yeah, that was a real special place in my heart, Patagonia. It's hard though, it's very windy, very windy. Yep, my plans have changed like everyone else. I was meant to be guiding a group to the Arctic in just a few days from now, across the north to south Finsmark-Vidda-Platte. That's not happening anymore. In a few weeks' time, I'm also meant to be taking another group down across Svalbard on an expedition there. I don't know if that's happening. We're just trying to find out what the situation is. That's the second half of May, so who knows what's happening there. Other plans that have been changed, I mean, everything. It's hard, isn't it? But it's just taking each day by day, trying to remain positive, making sure you're getting exercise, get the endorphins, and just trying to take a bit of me time and try not to, dwell on what's happening, and just think like this is having a massive positive impact for the climate. Like, let's be honest. And it's terrible, but maybe it's going to teach us all to maybe slow down a little bit more. Who knows? I just hope that we can learn from it. I'm going to try to anyway. Books. There are lots of books. The one that springs to mind is No Shortcuts to the Top by Ed Viesturs. It's a great book to live by, and I climb by it. I mean, he's the one that says getting to the top is optional, but getting down is mandatory, meaning you can get to the top all you want, but if you don't come home, then what's the point? So, meaning it's all about the journey, not the destination. So that's a great book. Films, I'm sure you've all seen Free Solo, excellent. The other one that's similar to that, but an amazing story, is The Dawn Wall, which is another El Cap ascent, but it's an insane story. And then Meru is a great film by the same guys who made Free Solo. And of course, Touching the Void, best survival story ever. And podcasts, I have to admit that the podcast I've been listening to is Desert Island Discs, mainly because I like her voice. But also they actually talk about isolation and what you take with you and how to deal with that. So it's quite helpful in these weird times. other adventurers and people that you should follow or be following. I've got a few. I've got my laptop open here. So I've got Anna Taylor is a great one to follow. She's a climber, young climber, and I think she's actually stuck in Costa Rica right now with all the chaos that's going on. Her tag is Anna_Taylor_98. If you want your dog fix in with dogs in lots of adventurous outdoor places, then you've got Nicole Handel, which is all one word. And then there's my partner in crime, I can't not say him, Tim Taylor Photography, Tim Taylor_photography, really cool black and white epic photographs there. And then if you want to follow someone else, it's Charlie Smith, who is Bear Smith Outdoor, who just got back from a crazy expedition to Iceland, who has some pretty cool photographs and stories to tell on there. But I'm hoping that we stop looking at our phones so much and be able to go outside soon. Really hope so. I'm looking at my phone way too much and scrolling. So please, we'll get out soon. I think this is quite like being on an expedition where, you know, you can't be with your family, your friends, you can't be in lots of groups, you're not going out for dinner or drinks. So I'm really looking forward to doing all that again, and just not taking people for granted, everyone sort of hugging all the time and being allowed to, you know, being free, going outside without any restrictions. And also just I'm really looking forward to things again. At the moment, we don't know how long this is going to last. We have to just wait and see. Which can be quite overwhelming at times. So we just have to take it, like I said, day by day. We're all in it together, you know, talk to people, Skype people, FaceTime people, and we can get through this each day at a time. And after a while, this will all be over, and we can go back to living our exciting lives, and it will be the best thing will be just going to see everyone again, and think of the parties that we'll be able to have. That's going to be pretty great. I can't wait for those parties. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you all stay safe. I hope all your families stay safe. Listen to the advice that's given. It's all for the best interests of everyone. And the adventures to come will be bigger and better than ever when this is done. So see you soon. See you on the other side, and see you at Mr. Fogg's very soon.